Sports Blitz Live is on the air with full coverage of the Auburn Tigers,
Touchdown, Auburn!
the Alabama Crimson Tide,
Off to the inside, intercepted Alabama. Touchdown run.
and everything college and high school sports. Now, let's join Andy, Brett, Randy, and Luke for this edition of Sports Blitz Live.
Hello again, everyone, and good Tuesday evening. Welcome into this, the latest edition of Sports Blitz Live. I am Andy Graham alongside Jeremy Jeffcoat. It almost seems like we've done this before.
Just a few hours ago.
Maybe so.
Different show, though.
Oh,
And,
that's what it is.
Because
Okay.
we're now on the regional and national scene.
I see. Okay. Well, that makes a difference.
We look
then.
the same.
We do. Well, a lot to talk about tonight, as always. Obviously, the college football rankings will be coming out here shortly. We'll discuss those. Alabama did not come through against Oklahoma at home this past week. We can discuss that game. Obviously, a lot of other games, Mercer and Auburn, coming up on Saturday. Ashton Daniels will not be the quarterback in that game. Will it be Deuce Knight that starts? Will it be Jackson Arnold? From practice today, from some inside sources, it looks like maybe Deuce Knight will get his opportunity to start a ball game at Auburn. Interesting. So a lot of games around the SEC as well. We'll take a look at what happened this past week. We'll take a look forward to what some of the games going on this coming week. Basketball, Alabama had a shot at Purdue, played them very tight. They're one of the top teams in the country. Auburn had a shot at Houston, came up 1 point short. Those two teams are now 1-2, Purdue and Houston, in the country. So, I mean, if nothing else, that just says that certainly Alabama
at number 11 and Auburn at 21. Is that right?
I think so.
21 or 22. Alabama at number 11 goes on the road to number 8 Illinois tomorrow night.
Right. And then Auburn heads to I think Alabama's playing in that tournament in Las Vegas.
Are they the same tournament?
I believe.
Okay.
I don't know if it's the same tournament, but there's a tournament in Las Vegas. They're both playing. I mean,
Okay.
I think they're both playing, so I don't know.
I know
if
Auburn gets Jackson State Wednesday night.
Yeah. But a lot of big-time basketball coming up. Both these teams play in some ridiculous schedules as we move into, and the SEC season's going to be crazy as well. So we'll talk about these things, hey, if we got time. And we may start out with this because waiting on the college football rankings, because that kind of is going to determine some of the playoff scenarios and things like that. But the AHSAA playoffs.
Yeah.
We're down to the semifinals.
Quarterfinals in 1 through 6A and the semifinals in 7A.
Yeah, some very interesting matchups, some fun matchups, maybe some ones that we didn't see coming.
One of the biggest ones, I mean, and I don't care what team you're a fan of, but when you've got a state semifinal game between Auburn and Opelika,
right,
we might as well have Auburn and Alabama playing in the college football playoff. Like that is a huge. It's going to be at Doug Sanford Park in Auburn.
Yep.
It will be standing room only. There was a game with Viger and Williamson a few weeks ago down in Mobile that drew about 13,000.
Wow.
I'm curious to see what this game in Auburn does on Friday night.
I wonder how much Doug holds.
Less than what will be there.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
Yeah, they'll be over in the Winn-Dixie parking lot. They'll be
Standing on top of the press box.
Yeah, everywhere. Maybe even on the they'll be everywhere for sure. It'll be
and the other one,
fun game.
Thompson and Central Phoenix City. You could probably argue, you could argue the two most talented teams in the state.
Yeah,
and just in terms of top to bottom rosters.
And two teams that have seen each other and know each other quite well. How many times have they played in a state title?
Mark
game?
Freeman and Patrick Nix head to head again. So big game there too.
This is one of the few times, certainly in recent memory, that Central Phoenix City gets them at home. at least,
Yeah.
and probably is the favorite.
I
in
would
the game.
imagine if they were, I'm sure somebody's doing a line on it. It's a football game, but if there were, I would think Central Phoenix City would be maybe a 3.5, 4.5 point favorite.
Okay, you like that? I don't even know where to.
That's where I would. That's kind of where I would start. It's just a guess, but
Yeah,
you know,
that's probably about right. But Central Phoenix City puts up a lot of points, but Thompson is Thompson. So if it's, I told somebody today we're having this conversation. If it's not mental, I think Central Phoenix City wins this game. But there's always that factor because it seems like whenever they play Thompson, they just do not play their best.
and there's always that possibility that Thompson's junior quarterback Trent Seaborn just goes off
True.
because we've got a couple of quarterbacks in this state that are capable of just having one of those games where you can't stop them.
Yeah.
He's one of them.
No, yeah, no doubt whatsoever. As always, our phone lines are open throughout the show tonight, 256-234-6221. Give us a call. Let us know what's on your mind if you'd like to bring up a new subject.
Coaching
or comment.
searches?
Yeah. Who do you like at the
James Franklin is off the board for Auburn.
Yeah. We'll play. I thought there's some headlines I looked at. I think we'll play a little agree or disagree.
Okay, I like that.
Okay. You want
I
to
disagree. I'm practicing.
there you go. You're very much in practice. All right. Well, I guess again while we wait for the SEC or the college football playoff new rankings to come out, we'll run down these and you stop me if you've any of these strike your fancy in these high school playoffs. Just start with 1A. Addison at Marion County, that's 11-1 versus 9-3. Hubbardsville versus Wadley, that's two undefeated teams.
So that's a good game. Wadley has been a cut above in 1A last couple of years.
Yeah. Leroy and McKenzie, another two 12-0 teams. Leroy been there many, many times. McKenzie kind of an up-and-comer here, but been really good,
Yeah.
obviously. Southern Choctaw, there's your Maplesville, still undefeated.
Red Devils are they're tough.
Yeah. And 2A, you got Lynette and Laverne. Lynette's 10-2, but very good. Laverne undefeated. I didn't realize that they had been that good this year.
That's right.
Pisgah at Southeastern, that's 10-2 versus 10-2. Reeltown at Providence Christian.
Defending state champ, Reeltown Rebels.
9-3 on the year, but a couple of those losses are I would say up classification, I believe.
Well, look, Reeltown had some people to replace off of that state championship game last year, but here they are back in the quarterfinals looking to make another shot at it.
Yeah. Tuscaloosa Academy 9-3 at Coosa Christian 10-2. Coosa Christian coached by
Russ
Probst.
Russ Probst. Yeah, that's right. As an interim for 1 year.
Yeah. Then he said, "What if they want me?"
Well, I'm sure. Yeah. Russ Probst there for 1 year.
Win a state title.
Kind of
Did
came
they
into
want
the
me?
year with everybody saying Coosa Christian was the odds-on favorite in that classification. So I guess we'll see if that works.
How did that work out? Do you know why is he an interim?
The head coach at Coosa Christian was suspended for a year for playing ineligible players, violations of that nature.
Okay.
So the AHSA suspended him for a year.
So is that not just the most bizarre? It's usually Probst getting suspended and somebody being the interim.
Yeah.
And it's weird how that worked out. All right. Gerald in 3A. Geraldine is at Mars Hill. 11-1 versus 12-0, but again, good luck.
Mars Hill is tough.
Yeah. Glenwood 10-2 at Southside Selma is undefeated.
Southside Selma's a tough team to beat. They've got an 8th grade quarterback who's thrown for over 4,200 yards, 50-plus touchdowns, and a 6'6", 220-pound wide receiver.
Wow. Can you imagine a Mars Hill Southside Selma matchup?
It would be interesting.
That
Two
would
different
be.
styles of play there.
Oh, boy. Gordo is at Piedmont. Gordo 10-1, Piedmont 12-0. Piedmont beat the mess out of
Coming into the playoffs, I don't know that people were looking at Piedmont as a state championship contender, but you probably ought to start looking at Piedmont as a state championship
so.
contender.
Montgomery Academy 11-1 at Bayside Academy 11-1. Battle of the Academies. In 4A, Anniston undefeated at Deschler. That should be a classic. Bullock County at St. Michael.
By the way, St. Michael beat Jackson on the road. Gunnar Rivers, of course, the quarterback. They might have their hands full with Bullitt County, though. Bullitt County is a tough team, and I nobody's really talking about that, but everybody's kind of waiting for St. Michael and Jackson to rematch in the semis.
Yeah.
Don't get ahead of yourself because Bullitt County can play.
Plainview is at Good Hope, 12-0 versus 10-2, and W.S. Neal is at Jackson. Again, we're probably going to see a St. Michael's Jackson
Just watch out for
rematch.
Bullitt County. I'm just telling you.
Okay.
Don't be surprised because you're doing the show with me Friday, right?
I guess I am.
Okay, so don't be surprised Friday night if we're getting ready to go on the air and that game is tight.
Yeah. 5A, we got Briarwood at Moody. Briarwood 7-5, making it to the quarters here, taking on a 10-2 Moody. Central Clay is 11-1 at Viger.
That's a great matchup.
Wow, yeah. That's befitting of a championship game.
Yeah, and Danny's gonna have to pull out. He's gonna have to get in his bag on offense because that Viger defense is they're pretty.
Maybe the first
solid.
1 to 9 wins. I don't know.
Yeah.
With Scottsboro 8-4 at Fairview 12-0. Seems like a mismatch, but we'll see. Williamson 11-0 at Catholic Montgomery 8-4.
That's another one where I think people are looking forward to a Williamson Viger rematch down the road, but again, don't overlook Central Clay County.
True, yeah. In 6A, Homewood at Clay Chalkville 11-1 versus 12-0. And Hueytown 75 at Benjamin Russell 11-1.
It's gonna be that's gonna be a
3
good
weeks
one.
3 weeks in a row here now at home.
Well, and from what I understand, it could potentially be 4 if they win, and Pike Road could knock off Saraland.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Muscle Shoals is at Mountain Brook. And
Great matchup there. I like this Muscle Shoals team. I had them kind of from early in the season to be playing on the last weekend, so we'll see.
And Saraland at Pike Road, 11-0 versus 10-2. Pike Road, they got a chance against Saraland?
Well, everybody kind of, I think, is still thinking about Saraland, like last year with KJ Lacey, the 2 years before that with Ryan Williams. It's a really talented and good Saraland team.
Yeah.
They're not quite at that level. And we saw that last week because they barely survived last week.
Right. And you mentioned in 7A, Opelika at Auburn and Thompson at Central Phoenix City. So just matchups throughout. It's going to be a lot of fun. And this is when you get to this level, this is high quality
No doubt.
high school football. All right, don't go anywhere. We're just getting started, but we'll be back with more right after these messages.
Sportz Auto Sales, Highway 280 in Kellyton, Alabama is home-owned and home-operated. If you're looking for tires, they have it. If you're looking for a vehicle, they have them. Great selection. Always out looking for more just for you, the customer. And if you're looking for service, whether you buy the vehicle from them or whether you buy the vehicle somewhere else, they do service work and got a great crew there. Keep us in mind. Don't you go by Sportz Auto Sales on Highway 280 in Kellyton today.
Craving pizza done right? Come to Lake Martin Pizza, where flavor meets the lake, with 2 locations, 63 South in Alexander City and Highway 49 South in Dadeville. Grab a 14 or 18-inch specialty pizza or build your own masterpiece. Go half and half, your way. In a hurry, stop in for our lunch specials. Hot, fresh pizza by the slice, served daily. We've got more than just pizza. Try our fresh salads, cheesy breadsticks, garlic knots, and sweet cinnamon twists. Lake days, game nights, or family dinners, Lake Martin Pizza hits the spot every time.
What's the verdict?
Can't fix your heat pump. Need a new one.
Uh-oh. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Daikin.
Call on Kevin Kill in Sunshine Heating and Air at 256-825-4849, Central Alabama's premier Daikin dealer.
So what's he thinking?
Oh, he's thinking Daikin.
Daikin, one of the top selling in the world.
Now I'm thinking Daikin.
Daikin. Comfort for life.
Here at Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply, we value what truly makes a home. And that's why we're proud to offer America's #1 brand of siding and exterior products. James Hardie creates possibilities with an array of colors and textures. We offer the full line of James Hardie products, from Hardie plank to artisan siding and everything in between, giving you, our customer, options to have the best. Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply, local since 1984.
Ready for an unforgettable escape? Jump into adventure at Lake Martin, Alabama. From thrilling water sports to peaceful fishing spots, it's love at first bite every time you cast your line. Want more excitement? Catch an event with our vibrant festivals, concerts, and fishing tournaments all year long. And when the sun sets, dive downtown to discover local shops, delicious dining, and warm southern hospitality. Explore Lake Martin, where every moment is an adventure waiting to happen.
Zaxby's birthday cake milkshakes are back. Just in time for Zaxby's 35th birthday, so they're gifting you half-off handcrafted milkshakes. Happy birthday to us all. Zaxby's handcrafted milkshakes. Who's got the sauce?
Bundle your home and auto and save money with State Farm's personal price plan. Contact State Farm agent Ron Carroll today at 256-378-6631 or visit him on Highway 280 in Childersburg. Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer availability. Eligibility may vary.
Welcome back, everyone, to Sports Blitz Live. Andy and JJ here with you until 9 o'clock this evening. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us tonight. We're brought to you each and every Tuesday evening by JR Sports Bar and Grill. Wonderful place to have lunch or dinner right here in downtown Alexander City. Great food, great people, great atmosphere. They are kind of an institution here in Alexander City. Been around for, 26 years now. Same location.
27, yeah.
JR's Sports Bar and Grill. Go and check them out one day for lunch or dinner one day this week. All right, JJ, how about a little agree? Go. Oh, we got a phone call.
We do.
Well, let's go for it.
Oh.
They sound kind of funny.
Yeah.
But, well.
You know the number if you want to get back in, 256-234-6221.
Please, call us back. We just came up a little short on that one. All right, while we wait, a little agree or disagree.
Okay, agree or disagree.
Okay. Dion says Colorado is struggling, but they have the right man. Agree or disagree?
Was he talking about himself?
He was.
Okay. Look, he injected some life in the program. I'll give him credit for that.
Yeah.
And God knows they needed it.
Yeah.
That being said, I don't think his health is very good at all. I think this diabetes is getting the best of him, and I don't think he's physically capable of putting into it what you need to put into it to run a college football program.
So the answer would be
I disagree.
All right.
And it hurts me to say that because it's an illness, right?
Yeah.
But because if he were healthy, I would say, you got to give him at least 2 or 3 more years, based just on what he did for you the first 2.
Right.
So, but because of his health, I'm going to disagree.
I can see that. Virginia Tech hires James Franklin as their new head coach. Good hire? Agree or disagree?
Oh, I totally agree. It's not just a good hire. It is. I can't think of another hire, realistically, that Virginia Tech could have made that would have been better.
Yeah.
He's familiar with that area. He's recruited it for years and years and years. He's plugged into those communities up there. It's an ACC job, so you don't have to build Georgia to win the ACC, right?
Right.
So, yeah, I think it is entirely possible that within 3 years, like not next year, but maybe the year after or the year after that, Virginia Tech is competing for an ACC championship.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's a perfect hire for Virginia Tech.
Shall we try this again?
Okay, we got a call.
Hey, caller, you're on Sports Blitz Live.
Yes, sir. I would like to ask, who is Plainview playing in 4A this week?
Plainview is playing Good Hope. They are at Good Hope.
Okay, that should be a pretty good game.
I would think so.
Should be an excellent game, yes.
What do you know about Plainview?
Well, Plainview played my hometown high school last week, Alexandria.
Okay.
And, of course, they won, but their quarterback was pretty impressive. And so he had the whole package.
And Good Hope will get after it, too. I mean, Good Hope's a really good team, too. So.
Yes, sir. It'll be a tough game.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it. All right. Total package. Quarterback at Plainview.
That's right.
Keep that in mind. All right.
Agree or disagree?
Lane Kiffin says the ultimatum garbage is not true at all. Agree or disagree?
That's a tough one. Sometimes I think people say things to get a reaction. So I think sometimes an LSU somebody, right? Not necessarily a member of the board, but somebody like whispers to a reporter, Ole Miss is giving Lane an ultimatum,
Right.
And then everybody just kind of runs with it, right? I would say that they have not given him an ultimatum yet.
Okay.
So I would disagree. By ultimatum, in other words, what we've heard, right?
You would agree with Lane.
By next Friday, you will tell us if you're going to be our coach for life.
Right.
That's silly,
Yeah.
right? And then we can argue later about whether or not they should do that. I don't think they even should do it. I think if Lane tells you he hadn't made up his mind, then you keep going on through the playoffs if you want to. Make LSU and Florida sit there and sweat it out.
Yeah. Agree with Lane Kiffin. It's not true.
I look, when he said completely, totally, it may not be. It may be like a Lane. Look, I know that you're weighing things out or whatever, but there's going to come a point, son, where we're going to have an answer of some sort.
Right.
That's not necessarily an ultimatum, right? So.
No, I would agree with that. All right. Agree or disagree? Kalen DeBoer is in trouble if he loses the Iron Bowl. Agree or disagree?
I disagree. He would be 1-1 against Auburn. His only loss would be at Jordan-Hare against a desperate team, nothing to lose, kind of the coaching change. He's not in trouble. Like, you'd have to define trouble. Will he have a mad fan base or a large portion of the fan base? Yes. Is he in danger of losing his job? No. I think Kalen DeBoer is going to get 4 years at Alabama, regardless, unless, just craters. They go 3-7 or something.
Yeah, I said the same thing about Hugh Freeze, and it cratered.
It cratered.
Yeah.
Like I said, unless it craters, I qualify the statement.
Yeah.
But simply losing this night game at Jordan-Hare, no. Now, if he wins this game at Jordan-Hare, it certainly gives him a more comfortable offseason.
Yeah. I think it almost goes back to, losing at Vandy last year. If that doesn't happen, obviously it's just I think that game kind of it's the culmination of things. If he loses the Iron Bowl now, he kind of lost trust with the fan base right off the bat. With that Vandy loss,
and now they're the Florida State game at the beginning of this.
Well, yeah, that's true, but it all just kind of keeps building now because of that one sour note in the beginning. They kind of like, and I'm afraid now. Well, I'm not afraid, but if I were a neutral observer, I would look at it and say, I'm not sure they're ever going to truly trust him.
Trust is built, right? It's not given. It's
true.
Earned. And he could go over there and win that game in Jordan-Hare. And
he could,
certainly. Some trust, right?
Even if he does, though.
I think the early line is Alabama by 5.5, something like that. So, but in trouble, no. So I would disagree with that.
Okay. All right, we'll go ahead and take another break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
Lake Martin now has a global connection for the best in pre-owned vehicles. The all-new Global Auto Exchange is now open on Cherokee Road in Alex City next to Cazador's Restaurant and is excited to serve Lake Martin with the finest pre-owned car, truck, and SUV selection at the market's most competitive prices and most versatile finance options. Global Auto handpicks all their inventory, and with 4 lots in the region, they have a selection that won't be beat. Whether pre-owned luxury to affordable work truck, Global Auto has the vehicle for you. We reward good credit and can work with Challenge Credit to get you the ride you want. Visit the all-new Global Auto on Cherokee Road, Alex City for the best selection, pricing, and inventory.
Satterfield Outdoor Living is Lake Martin's trusted friend for your outdoor land and leisure needs. We're the region's authorized Skag mower dealer for residential and commercial lawns and offer all the small engine accessories you need with top lines of Steel, Echo, Shindaiwa, Husqvarna, and Metabo products that can tame any landscape. Satterfield is also your grill headquarters with Big Green Egg Grill, and our pros service everything in-house and back up all sales. Get the Satterfield Outdoor difference on Highway 280 right across from Tallapoosa Ford.
Hillary Towers may very well be the Lake Martin area's best-kept secret, an affordable senior citizens community located on Highway 22 East in Alexander City. Spacious one-bedroom units are currently available. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today for more information on the newly renovated Hillary Towers, 256-329-0552. 256-329-0552. Hillary Towers, 22 East, Alexander City.
Sign Source is your local vendor for commercial and residential sign manufacturing and installation. We offer all kinds of lighted and non-lighted signage, from retail signs, LED message centers, event banners, vehicle wraps, the whole spectrum. We also offer service and repair on existing signs, as well as retrofitting to LED or installation of outsourced signage. We have the knowledge necessary to fulfill all of your signage needs in the short or long term. Visit signsourcenow.com to get started.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, CAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
Visit our new locations in Gadsden and Oxford today.
Welcome back, everyone, to the I almost said it, to Sports Blitz Live. Andy and JJ here with you. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us tonight. JJ, you know, we were talking about today on the show possible scenarios for the college football playoff, and then we got to talking about, you know, the SEC title game.
That's right.
And we said, well, depends on how things finish out. And there's a lot of tiebreakers, and, you know, it gets in the weeds. I have in my hand the official possibilities for the tiebreakers.
Okay.
All right. So Texas A&M will go to the SEC title game if they beat Texas.
Yes, no question.
That is without question.
Right.
If they lose to Texas, they will go to the SEC title game. If Auburn beats Alabama, Mississippi State beats Ole Miss.
Both of those.
They need both of those to happen.
Okay.
If they lose to Texas, that's just a guarantee that they're in.
I got you.
Okay. Texas A&M in, beat Texas, you're in. Otherwise, you need upsets galore.
Gotcha.
Because you're in the tiebreaker. Alabama reaches the SEC title game if they beat Auburn and Texas beats Texas A&M. That's one possibility.
Okay.
They beat Auburn. Texas beats Texas A&M. They're in. Or they beat Auburn. Mississippi State beats Ole Miss. Or they beat Auburn and Alabama wins a three-way tie because Ole Miss and Georgia over Ole Miss and Georgia.
Right.
Because they own the conference winning percentage.
Right. It's winning percentage of your conference opponents. And the funny thing is, there's a tiebreaker before that of common opponent between the three, but the three don't have a common opponent between all three. So it's not a round robin. It goes to the percentages.
Exactly. So just beat Auburn, and
I think I looked at the winning percentages can drop, and I'm pretty sure I saw this on the SEC Network or ESPN or somewhere.
Right.
Arkansas, Florida, and Mississippi State. If two of those three underdogs win, it would drop Alabama's opponent winning percentage low enough for, I think, Georgia to get in.
Right.
But if two of those three lose, then Alabama would win the tiebreaker and be in.
Right. Georgia in the SEC title game if Auburn beats Alabama or Texas beats Texas A&M or Ole Miss beats Mississippi State. Then Georgia wins the three-way tie between Alabama and Ole Miss in Georgia.
Okay.
So, Georgia in if nuclear, kind of a nuclear, if Auburn beats Alabama or Texas beats Texas A&M. So you have a big upset in that game.
Yeah.
And then Ole Miss beats Mississippi State. Ole Miss reaches the SEC title game. There is a possibility.
Yeah.
If they win the Egg Bowl, Texas beats Texas A&M, and Auburn beats Alabama. So nuclear option if then Ole Miss gets in.
They would need some help.
Total, upsets galore, and they have to win the Egg Bowl.
Do you know what we're learning in this? And it's an interesting exercise. The one thing that's catching my attention.
Okay.
Texas A&M, and look, they're 10-0, right?
Yep.
Not taking anything away from them. They're ranked number 3, and they probably should be. But if it comes down to winning percentage of your conference opponents, they lose every time. You have played, by the SEC standards, one of the weaker schedules in the league.
Mm-hmm.
And I just wonder when A&M gets to Atlanta, because I think they'll beat Texas, but when they get to Atlanta against a Georgia or an Alabama or a team that's maybe a little more battle-tested, how are they going to handle that? That'll be interesting, don't you think?
I think so. And, I think they got a good – maybe they got a good test Saturday.
Yeah.
In that, down 30-3. I mean, against a bad team.
Against a really bad team.
Take out the fact that it was, they shouldn't have been.
Play that way in the first half against Georgia, you're going to be buried at halftime.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the fact that they were able to, and I give Mike Elko a lot of credit, they were able to go into halftime, shake off, because Marcel Reed was done.
Yeah.
I mean, he was cooked. You could tell he had no confidence.
A horrific
Every throw he made you were like, what in the world? It was just terrible. And everybody, receivers dropping passes. It was missing tackles, didn't look like they cared toward the end of the half.
But go to the other side. Lenore Sellers looked like the player we all thought he was going to be all year.
Yeah.
And the receiver at South Carolina.
I don't know what that 9. I don't know what his name. Yeah.
But so you saw the talent that South Carolina has. Then you saw their idiot of a coach running off the field, pumping up the fans at halftime. Look, when you're up 30-3, I'd be more scared than I would be celebrating anything. I'd be going, "Oh my God, we can't blow a 27-point."
Well, you really only need one score.
You
could not.
I would throw garbage cans at halftime. I'd tell them they just played the worst half of football I've ever seen. You ought to be up 60-3.
Yeah.
And Because it would just scare the living daylights out of me to be up 30-3 at halftime on a team with that much talent.
Well, they should have been.
Yeah.
They were not, apparently.
By the way, how is he still coaching today?
That's a great question. Why South Carolina's not open.
If he loses to a terrible Clemson team, does that do it?
Probably. It should. I mean, I think it signals that we have no pride.
Yeah.
And we don't really care about winning.
Yeah.
If you keep him. But, again, I think it says a lot about Texas A&M that they were able to come back and not only win the game, but they had cut it to 24-30 by the start of the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
I mean, they
that 10 minutes. They erased that lead in like 12 minutes of game time.
Yeah, it was nothing. So, he is kind of a clown. There's no getting around it. Beamer, that is.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to go ahead and take another break, and we'll be back with more Sports Blitz Live right after these messages.
You've dreamed about the perfect house, a place to call your own, and a place to not only stretch out, but to grow. Auto Owners protects your house because to you, it's home. That's simple human sense. Happy to help, man. I was just over there talking to myself anyway.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
I'm Joseph Dean with Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation in Dadeville. We're located at 16797 Highway 280, which is on the corner of 280 and 49 North. With an on-site crematory in Opelika and a cemetery in Tallapoosa County, we are a full-service funeral home. To get in touch with us, feel free to come by or call us, 256-750-0381. And for any other questions, you can visit the website at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
With football here, Martin's at Lake Martin is ready with the lake's best place for sports, fun, and entertainment. With your favorite teams on over 20 big screens. And Martin's is now open 7 days a week. Monday, trivia night. Tuesday, open cornhole tournaments. Wednesday, free pool. Thursday, our huge bingo night with food trucks. And every Friday and Saturday, live entertainment with food trucks. Sunday, enjoy NFL ticket with hot dogs and chili. This football season, make the best game plan. Go to Martin's on 34 in Dadeville, where every hour is happy hour.
There's only one clear choice in the Lake Martin area for plumbing, heating, and air. That's All Clear Plumbing and Air. Our professionally trained technicians offer full service repair and installation on all major brands. From drips to water heaters, thermostats to entire air conditioning and heating systems, and everything in between. Our fast, reliable, and guaranteed top-notch customer service will keep you informed and up to speed through the entire process. Call us today or look for us on Facebook and Instagram at All Clear Plumbing and Air, 256-496-2056. License number 19172.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at BamaSheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
Welcome back, everyone, to Sports Blitz Live. Andy and JJ here with you. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us tonight. We were discussing during the break just what might have been in a lot of situations in college football. You never know.
I'll share one because and I don't have to give away any names who told me this or whatever, but John Sumrall, who a lot of sources believe is the leading candidate for the Auburn job, currently the head coach at Tulane, was at Troy for 2 years before he came to Tulane, and when he was at Troy 3 years ago, I was told had 9 toes out the door. Headed to Kentucky. Kentucky was going to hire him to replace Mark Stoops. Of course, he played at Kentucky. Kentucky was going to hire him to replace Mark Stoops when Stoops looked like he was going to get the A&M job. Mm-hmm. Then the A&M board decided they were going to overrule the athletic director because they didn't want Mark Stoops, and they hired Mike Elko, and good for them.
Yeah, it turned out to be a good choice. Worked out well for Texas A&M for sure. All right, well, let's look at some things that happened last week. Texas A&M, we mentioned this. We talked about this a little bit before. We were talking about this during the break as well. But Texas A&M, goes down 30-3 at the half to a mediocre at best South Carolina team. Talented, maybe. They got some talented players here and there, but overall, not so much. They were struggling this year, but played the worst half of football you could possibly play. I think they turned it over 4 times. One of them was a pick six, or fumble. I guess it returned for a touchdown. Marcel Reed couldn't barely complete a pass, and then you come out and just complete domination in the second half.
Yeah, and look, part of that is Texas A&M is really good. And look, you want to look at, if there's a school out there that wants to look at coordinators right now, Colin Klein, the offensive coordinator at A&M, is fantastic. But give Mike Elko credit. Here's the thing with Mike Elko, right? I heard somebody say this the other day. If you're looking for a coach, you want to find somebody who's elite at something, right?
Yeah.
Kirby Smart, we knew, was an elite defensive coach. Lane Kiffin, we knew, was an elite offensive coach. So you want to find somebody who's elite at something and then hope they can develop into elite at other things. Mike Elko was elite at leadership and culture building. That's what he was elite at.
Okay.
And what he's done is surrounded himself with a really good staff. And he's also a really good defensive coach, although I wouldn't put him in the Venable Smart category, but some people might. I don't know. But he's good on defense, maybe elite. He's an elite culture builder. He builds teams that they just have a culture of winning. They don't know how to lose. And you're seeing that now, and that's, good on him, man. What a win.
I think Shane Beamer was considered an elite special teams coach.
Is there such a thing? See, I'm not sure kicking should even be in football, but, I guess John Harbaugh at one time was an elite special teams coach.
Maybe so. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I just, again, I used to like Shane Beamer. I liked his energy. I liked and he seemed to have South Carolina kind of trending in a good way. But even last year, when he's trying to make the argument for South Carolina jumping Alabama after they had lost to Alabama, and because it was close, so we should jump them.
Yeah.
It was at your place, dude.
Yeah, right.
And then this year, he's just made a complete clown of himself. And, I'm surprised he's still at South Carolina, and I think if they lose to Clemson, there's no way he survives that.
Yeah. Alabama falls to Oklahoma. This is more about Alabama's turnovers, but 212 total yards.
And Oklahoma, I forget his name, but the linebacker, number 10, that guy had probably the best game I've seen by a linebacker in many, many years. I
don't know I can't remember his name, but 32 for Oklahoma. That monster defensive lineman.
Yeah.
He didn't play.
Yeah. Oh, so. Yeah. The guy. The one that didn't play. I forget his name, but yeah, number 10 was amazing in that game in every aspect of the game, and Brent and like I said, we were talking earlier today. I think Brent Venables and Kirby Smart are like the 2 best defensive coaches in college football. I think they're absolutely elite defensive coaches, And he had a good plan at the same time. Alabama put up over 400 yards of offense. Ty Simpson goes 28 of 42 for 326, a touchdown, a pick. That should be enough to win the game. But the one thing that's true about football at high school, college, pros, when you lose the turnover battle by 3, you ain't winning on the scoreboard.
This is true. Georgia dominates Texas. All of a sudden, Georgia looks like maybe they're a threat here to win the national title.
Yeah, I told you earlier today, I think right now they're the second best team in the country.
Yeah.
No offense to A&M or Indiana, but I would put them just a small notch below Ohio State. And I hate to even say that because I haven't seen Ohio State really get challenged, but one notch below Ohio State. But I think Georgia's second best team in the country right now.
Ole Miss gets it done against Florida. Still 538 total yards. That Chambliss continues to play well. They ran for 237 yards against Florida defense. That's not easy to do this year.
No, at Florida's defense, is the kind of rushing defense you kind of thought you could depend on a little bit.
Yeah.
But again, Lane Kiffin's an elite offensive coach. And I think he's also proven evaluating transfer portal talent. He's pretty elite at that.
Right.
Nobody else was after Chambliss.
No, that's for sure. Nobody knew his name. Nobody knew who he was. Yeah. The couple of more, LSU knocks off Arkansas, the Frank Wilson era.
One of the ugliest football games of the year. Those two teams just – and as a matter of fact, I saw that in a way Bobby Petrino's been demoted this week.
Oh, really?
He and the defensive coordinator are going to be Barry Odom.
Is that right? Okay.
Did I hear that today?
Is Barry Odom there?
Wait.
Okay.
Let me make sure I didn't get punked here. Somebody texted me this, and it could have been a joke. No, it wasn't Barry Odom, but the talk is that Petrino may lose whatever influence he has on the defensive side of the ball for whatever's left of it.
He had influence on the defensive side of the ball?
He's the head coach, but
okay.
I think he's kind of been politely told to stage left on the defensive side, yeah.
Okay. They've been so good, defensively. So, Missouri.
Maybe it wasn't all Travis Williams.
Yeah, maybe not. Missouri takes down Mississippi. Missouri does to what does to Michigan State what everybody wants to. Mississippi State. What you should do to Mississippi State. Not mess around, not like Tennessee, need overtime or something. They just hammer them with a backup quarterback, no less.
Well, backup quarterback who attempted 15 passes.
Yeah.
So, when you just turn and
hand this is what you do with a backup quarterback. You don't put the whole game on him.
That's right.
You have a run game that actually works.
And especially works against Mississippi State. And this is an area, and as impressed as I've been with Jeff Lebby this year and getting Mississippi State playing better football, he's going to have to go to the portal and dig up a defensive lineman or two. He's just going to have to, from somewhere.
All right.
Right? I don't care where you get them from. Get them from Troy, South Alabama, wherever you're going to, but you got to dig up some from somewhere. In the old days, Jackie Sherrill would just go to the JUCOs in Mississippi and get them, but I don't know if JUCO football in Mississippi is as prominent as it used to be.
Right, it's true. Yeah, they built many a team like that. All right, we got to take another break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back. Looks like the playoff seeds are about to be revealed right after this.
Two Rivers Lumber Company has a proud heritage in the state of Alabama and is excited to announce we are opening a new facility in the Lake Martin area late 2025. Our company specializes in southern yellow pine dimension lumber, and we plan to employ over 150 in our new community of Lake Martin. Two Rivers Lumber Company is a family-run business with over 45 years of service to the state. And we are happy to become a part of the Lake Martin community and want to wish the best of luck to all area athletic teams in all competitions. Two Rivers Lumber, Lake Martin's newest community partner, coming soon.
Main Street Family Urgent Care. Main Street Family Care offers a wide array of services that allows them to treat many conditions, and they also offer primary care. In addition to these services, they also offer DOT physical exams, lab testing, sports physicals, and vaccines. They accept most major insurance plans, including Medicaid. Main Street Family Care opens 7 days a week. Main Street Family Urgent Care. Heal better, feel better fast.
makes Zaxby's Giant Chicken Finger Quesadillas so giant? Crispy fingers, sauce, and melty cheese. Zaxby's Giant Chicken Finger Quesadillas. Who's got the sauce?
Bundle your home and auto and save money with State Farm's personal price plan. Contact State Farm agent Ron Carroll today at 256-378-6631 or visit him on Highway 280 in Childersburg. Prices vary by state, options selected by customer availability, and eligibility may vary.
If you listen carefully, you'll hear the roads of Alabama calling. And Sarah Honda has your answer. Serving you for over 40 years with one of the largest Honda and pre-owned inventories in the state and the Sarah Promise. Our best deal when you buy or trade, a 72-hour exchange policy, a no-hassle trade-in promise. Written offers are good for 7 days. And our best service promise. Our factory-certified technicians help keep your vehicle running smoothly. That's why Alabama can be yours to discover in a new vehicle from Sarah Honda in Sylacauga.
Welcome back, everyone, to Sports Blitz Live. Andy Graham here, soon to be joined by JJ in just a second. I hear you. Well, we were talking about the college football playoff and the reveal. We were talking about it this afternoon, and you made a prescient statement. You said, watch how Alabama, Notre Dame, and Oklahoma are listed.
I think that's going to tell us a lot.
Alabama is listed at number 10.
Okay.
Notre Dame at number 9. Oklahoma at number 8.
Wow, that's interesting.
Okay. Oregon comes in at 7. So what does that tell you? Alabama, Notre Dame, Oklahoma, 8, 9, 10.
I think 10 is as low as you can go and still get in.
Okay.
Because of the automatic bids that are going to be handed out.
Yeah.
And then, you know, if you are still at number 10 in a week's time, which you may not be, I mean, Notre Dame could lose to USC this week. But then where does USC jump to, right? So,
right. Oregon and USC.
Yeah, or Oregon and USC,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What happens if Oregon gets beat? You said USC is where?
I hadn't seen USC's name yet.
Okay.
I think they're outside the top 10 because they were only at 17 in the AP, I think.
Yeah, it was apparently from what Nicole Auerbach at ESPN said is that or CBS, wherever she's at, that it was the Florida State loss is what is, because it's the worst loss of the top contenders, is what is holding Alabama down.
It's an albatross at this moment.
Yeah, no doubt.
I mean that we
But
all
you
thought
knew,
it.
You knew it would be once Florida State started losing. You knew it would be.
Yeah, well, I mean, everybody thought at the beginning of the year. It's like you talk about how things change. You know, everybody thought at the beginning of the year, boy, I mean, Florida State's so much better than we thought they were. No, not really. Just that one game they played outstanding, and Alabama, you know, laid down. And
BYU is
didn't show
11.
up.
Utah is 12.
Okay.
Miami 13. Vanderbilt at 14. USC at 15. I think Miami getting an at-large is probably out the window.
Okay.
Because I don't know what they have left. If they don't make the ACC championship game, I don't know what they have left that can move them up.
Yeah, and I don't think they're going to make the ACC championship game.
Yeah, I don't
at this point.
Doesn't look like it.
Yeah. All right, so we got remain. You know, Ohio State number 1, Indiana number 2, Georgia, or Texas A&M number 3. Georgia moves up to 4. Texas Tech 5. So
yeah, I mean, they were already
Raiders.
At, 7 or 6 last week? So.
Yeah. Interesting. So what does that do for the SEC with Alabama being dropped back a little bit? You still got A&M, Georgia, Ole Miss looking really good right now. Oklahoma's, you know, can they win out? I think they can.
I think it's interesting on the Alabama argument because they have the worst loss of the top contenders, the Florida State loss.
But the best win.
But the best win of the top contenders against Georgia. That probably, if they can stay at 10 or above that line, probably gets them in.
Got to win the Iron Bowl, obviously.
Well, if you could stay at 10. You're not going to stay there if you lose the Iron Bowl.
No.
And I'm curious to see where the Group of 5 rankings fell. That's what I was looking for, but just to see where that looks like it's headed, because it could have an effect on coaching hires out there.
Definitely could. And who is the, which Group of 5 team gets in? Is it just it's the highest ranked Group of 5 team?
It's the highest ranked Group of 5 team. So everybody kind of figures that it'll be the winner of the American Championship game.
Right.
And maybe that's the case. I don't know, but what about like a James Madison? What about somebody like that? So that's why I was curious to see the rankings. I think it'll be interesting as we get into next week and really the next 2 weeks, where that American, because there's a lot of good American Conference head coaches that are going to be considered for a lot of openings. It's not just John Summerall at Tulane. You've got Ryan Silverfield at Memphis,
right,
out there. You got the guy at UTSA. You got the guy at North Texas. So there's guys out there that. And here's an interesting question, Andy. It used to be that we don't want a Group of 5 guy because he's never proven he can do it at a big program. So I'd rather go get a high-level coordinator out of a big program. But in this day and age, it's the Group of 5 guys that are really finagling that transfer portal and learning to use it. You know what I mean? They're having to replace their guys every year.
Right.
Summerall at Tulane, his quarterback's starting at Duke right now. He had to go to the portal and get a replacement. So it's the Group of 5 guys are the guys out there really using the portal to their advantage, and maybe that gives Group of 5 guys a little leg up in some of these discussions.
That's a big part of it. No doubt about it. It's a modern day football. You got to figure out that these older coaches that were great in their day, but unfamiliar with the new workings of you need a general manager. That's what maybe you just go out and hire somebody. Maybe those guys become one of the most advantageous, one of the best things about a program that you can go out and hire.
And I look at Oklahoma.
That are nameless right now.
Yeah. Well, the guy at Oklahoma, they hired him a couple of years ago. I forget his name. He's a well-known guy, and I should remember his name. But he's really put together a heck of a roster for Venables over there, and it was him that went out and got material. And it was so. If you've got those kind of guys that, and with NFL experience, and they kind of understand how to do this, it's a great thing to have.
I know Auburn's got Will Redmond, and they really love him, and he's done, things. And, of course, it comes out now that, he might have disagreed with you, Freeze, about Jackson Arnold. And, of course, these things come out now. But,
yeah. That's why you've got to have a clear delineation on who gets to make the call.
Yeah.
I heard.
Well, what are you hiring in a head coach?
I heard an NFL scout tell me one time if that coaches are the worst people in the world to make draft picks, and the reason is because they're thinking about what I need to win the next game. Mm-hmm. I don't have a left guard. I need a left guard. Whereas a GM's going, there's no left guard that's worth a top 10 pick in the draft. I'm getting a wide receiver, or I'm getting a corner, or I'm getting somebody who is a legitimate top 10 caliber pick, and we'll get a left guard in the second or third. And the coach is banging his fist, no, I need a left guard, Right. So coaches tend to think next game, whereas GMs tend to think seasons and teams and rosters and building.
Yeah, so that makes sense. And
by the way, apparently it wasn't just Redmond who disagreed with him on Jackson Arnold. Apparently, there were several staffers as well.
Yeah, and that's why he's no longer. But evaluation, the coaches that, and I say this all the time, but evaluating high school football players, evaluating now, college players at lower divisions, and can they do their skills transfer into SEC level? Can I develop a kid that's at a lower level classification? Can he translate into SEC?
Does he have skill sets that fit what I want to do?
Yeah.
Right? It's so important. I mean, and like I said, I think Lane Kiffin's proven to be elite at that. every year he's bringing in 30 guys, and you know,
and he wins with backup quarterbacks.
And you know, if you can't play quarterback for Lane Kiffin, you can't play dead. You know,
This is true.
But yeah, so it's an interesting new world that we're in. But you're right. But now I'll say this too: evaluation has always been a critical element, I think.
No doubt.
You know, you know, people used to make fun of what they called the Saban bump, right? Saban would offer a 4-star guy, and he'd immediately become a 5-star. It's because the people who do those ratings had observed over time that I'm probably wrong and he's probably right. You know,
Yeah.
He's just better at evaluating the players than I am.
Well, that's because he had a, list of a book that had about, this player needs to weigh between this amount of weight and this amount of weight.
Yeah,
he needs to be.
that him and Belichick did?
He needs
Yeah.
to be within this amount of height and this amount of height. He needs to run this amount of height. They had it down to the decimal point, and you got Hugh Freeze over here looking like, well, if he's got skinny ankles, I want him.
Who said that?
Hugh Freeze.
He said that?
Yes.
Skinny ankles,
he said if he's got skinny ankles, that means he's fast.
Okay, all right, skinny ankles.
So
I've never heard that one.
Yeah.
No.
Well, that's the reason you hadn't ever heard it. All right, we got to take another break, but never fear. Hour number 2 of Sports Blitz Live is on the way right after this.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
If you haven't been to Big B Barbecue in Alex City, then you're missing the best barbecue around. Big B has everything from the best pulled or chopped pork, chicken, and beef to cheeseburgers and grilled chicken salads. Bring your friends and family out for a great dinner and sit outside on our beautiful patio, or sit inside and enjoy your meal by the fireplace. So come in and join us and enjoy the best barbecue in the area only at Big B Barbecue, located on Highway 22 West in Alex City.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, CAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
The all-new Winter Timber is now open, located right next to the Walmart Market across from the Auburn Mall. If the outdoors is your lifestyle, Winter Timber is your new headquarters. From rifles, ammo, and hunting supplies, camo, and all the outdoor essentials, they've got it in stock and ready for you. Winter Timber is here to serve Auburn, Opelika, and the entire Lake Martin area, and they'll make the drive worth it. For the best selection and the best service in outdoor gear, one name says it all: Winter Timber, the best in outdoor needs.
Hi, I'm Abby Guy, Vice President at Riverbank and Trust. They say that most banks offer the same products, but Riverbank offers something most can't: personal connection. We love getting to know our customers by name and making them feel special with every interaction. It's a feeling of warm hospitality you won't find anywhere else. Experience it for yourself.
Welcome back, everyone, to Sports Blitz Live. Andy and JJ here with you up until 9 o'clock. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us tonight. Talked a lot about the AHSAA playoffs, 1 through 7 classifications. The quarterfinals will be taking place on Friday. If you got any thoughts on that, if you want to talk about your school, who you're rooting for or who you're rooting against, give us a call. Let us know, 256-234-6221. The playoff rankings just came out in the previous segment. We talked a little bit about that. One caveat, one thing to enter into that, Tulane is ranked 24th. They are the highest group of 5 team that I can see in this playoff ranking. So they are 8-2. They are right there behind Navy right now, or right there tied with Navy at the top of the American. Well, them in North Texas as well. So I don't know how the tiebreakers work in that one, but they've got a great chance to get to the American championship game, and if they win that, they'll be in the playoff. Well, how does that affect? I know some people out there, my buddy James may not like John Summerall, but a lot of people at Auburn do, and he is a legitimate candidate. How would that affect Auburn hiring John Summerall?
I think it depends on John Cohen's philosophy on this, right?
He said wanted to name a coach after the Iron Bowl.
As soon as possible after the Iron Bowl. He said he didn't put a time limit on it, but he said as soon as possible. And you can understand why. You know, obviously, early signing day is December 3rd. But you know my philosophy on this, Andy, because we've talked about it. If it comes down to I'm going to sacrifice some roster or I'm going to get the coach I want, go get the coach you want. Because long-term, the coach is going to matter a lot more than what next year's roster looks like.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to win, oh, gosh, if I hold this roster together, I can win 8 or 9 games next year. I want to win 11 games 2 or 3 years from now. You know what I mean? So
one of the things what John Cohen was looking for, he wanted to win immediately.
Yeah.
So what are you willing to sacrifice?
Well, there's no chance. Let me just say this. Sometimes I think you Auburn fans don't give yourself enough credit. And I'm speaking to you other Auburn fans out there watching, listening. Y'all feel free to call in and disagree if you want. Auburn is a top 15 program, and when it's going right, it's a top 10 program.
I would agree.
But you guys think in terms of, well, we don't keep Cam Coleman, we're going to go 3-9. No, you're not. You're not. There are good football players out there that want to play at Auburn. There are good football players on your roster who want to stay at Auburn. So if your early signing day class on December 3rd, if you lose 5 or 6 guys, right, it's not the end of the world. The transfer portal's coming in January.
Yeah.
I would say this, if John Cohen's watching this show, and he probably does. Don't you think?
I would imagine.
Okay. If John Cohen's watching this show, let me say this. If Drinkwitz is the guy you've identified as your number 1 target, you should have no trouble announcing that the day after the Iron Bowl.
That's true.
If you've identified John Summerall as your number 1 target, and he is playing in the American Conference Championship game for a shot to go to the playoffs, let him do his job that Tulane hired him to do. If he will allow you to announce, here's the thing. The American Conference Championship game's on a Friday night, the night before the SEC Championship game. How beautiful would it be if John Summerall wins the American Conference Championship game and makes the playoffs on Friday night? Or, assumedly makes the playoffs, or looks like going to make the playoffs. And then Saturday at halftime of the SEC Championship game, you issue the press release, Tulane head coach John Summerall heading to Auburn at the conclusion of the playoffs. That will bring you some talent. That will get you some interest.
Yeah.
And if that's the guy that you've identified as your number 1, then hire him. If DJ Durkin is the guy you've identified as the number 1 guy you want, then hire him the day after the Iron Bowl, win or lose or draw. Right? Whoever you've identified as number 1, get the coach you want, regardless of how it affects December 3rd. That would be what I would say.
Think we got a phone call. Let's go to the Eric McKinley Mortgage Pro Hotline. John Cohen, caller. You're on the Auburn. You're on Sports Blitz Live.
Thank you very much. You said they wouldn't fire the Alabama head coach.
This year? No.
If he loses to Auburn, they'll have moving wagons down there on.
Well, I don't doubt that a fan would park a U-Haul in his driveway, but that's a little different than getting fired. I promise you that. He will not now. Look, if he goes out on the field and does the hokey pokey while Auburn's hanging 50 on him, that's a different story. But barring something like that, I think if he loses a tight game and a night game at Jordan-Hare, his first trip down there, wouldn't surprise me if he lost that game, but he's not getting fired this year.
and disagree with you.
That's okay.
Do you want him fired if he loses the Iron Bowl?
Hell yeah. I mean, dadgum. I mean, hey, I'm an Alabama fan.
Me too.
Yeah, but I just don't, after losing to Oklahoma and then losing to Auburn, and that first game we played, dang it, we got our butts kicked. I just don't see it. And now we're ranked number 10.
Right.
And if we lose to Auburn, we're out of it.
No question. 3 losses and you're out.
That's right. And if he loses to Auburn, he'll be out of it. And I ain't got nothing against Auburn, but, I mean, hey, we should have won that darn ball game instead of having that many turnovers and everything. And shoot,
I don't disagree with you on almost anything.
Yeah, okay.
I just don't think they're going to pay the man a $60 million buyout because he went 9-3 in his second year.
They got people down there and pay him.
I didn't say they don't. I'm just saying they won't. That's just my opinion. I mean, if they do fire him, drive up to Alex City, come find me. I'll buy you lunch.
Hell yeah, I'll come there. I think you buy me lunch.
That's right.
No, I really want him to work out, but somewhere along the line, you got to start winning, and we've done good this year. I'm not complaining, but at home against Oklahoma, and you make that many mistakes and everything was off at South Carolina, even though we won. But everything's going backwards for us. And if he don't get it back on the right track, he'll be moving down the track.
But if he wins, you're okay, though.
Oh, hell yeah. If
Okay.
he wins, he loses, heck no. And that the guy sitting next to you, he's an Auburn fan.
Yep.
He'd be the same darn way.
And maybe.
You better believe that. I mean, heck, it's just like Auburn, Alabama. I mean, hey.
Hey, look, I hadn't said. I mean, I haven't given my opinion on Kalen DeBoer. I think he's obviously a quality coach. He would, you don't do what he's done without being a quality coach. Whether or not he's going to be a long-term fit in Tuscaloosa, I think remains to be seen. But I think he's going to get 4 years to try to do it.
Let me go on record. If he loses to Auburn Saturday,
yes,
in 2 Saturdays, I definitely want him to stay at Alabama.
Yeah,
I knew you'd say that. Y'all take care of yourselves.
All right, thank you
man.
for the phone
See
call.
ya.
Appreciate it.
But look, I told you, lose to Auburn in this Iron Bowl. I don't care if it's a Jordan Hare at night or not. He's going to hear about it all off season. It's going to be a rough off season for the DeBoers.
It is.
But that's different than firing a guy because he started his career 18-6 at your school.
True, and it's a big buyout, regardless of however. There's a lot of money. I get it, but
there's a point where buyouts don't matter. Like we saw that at LSU. You're getting embarrassed at home for the second year in a row. Alabama did it to him the year before. Night game in Baton Rouge, blown out.
Yeah.
Texas A&M, night game in Baton
Penn
Rouge,
State.
blown out. Exactly. So
when it goes south in a hurry.
And so I think there are times when you just have to eat the buyout. But I don't think Kalen DeBoer is guilty of any of that yet. I was a little concerned after the Florida State game, I'll tell you, because had they played with that level of, I won't even call it passion, lack of passion.
Yeah.
That level of don't give a damn for an entire season, they would have been 7-5, and people would be legitimately discussing eating the buyout.
No doubt. No. All right, we got to take a break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
When you want quality, selection, price, superior financing, and a pain-free buying experience, look no further than Sons Automotive Group of Montgomery and Auburn. Sons of Montgomery offers the best selection of Kias, Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks. Conveniently located on Eastern Boulevard, Sons Ford of Auburn is the region's Ford volume dealer. And when you shop at any Sons location, they will maximize all incentives and financing options for anyone's credit. Whether Kia, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram in Montgomery, or Ford in Auburn, Sons Automotive treats you like family because they are family driven.
If you're tired of the same old and you're hungry for something really good, then it's time to go to JR's Sports Bar and Grill. JR's has the best fingers and wings around, and their menu is loaded with appetizers, burgers, salads, and so much more. Follow JR's on their Facebook to keep up with their live music events and drink specials. And if after a long day you just want to stay in, remember JR's delivers. Call in your order at 256-329-2328. JR Sports Bar and Grill, 145 Alabama Street in Alexander City. Adams Motorsports of Montgomery knows it's the best time to ride. Right now, get the best deals on all of our Suzuki and Kawasaki street bikes, side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and dirt bikes. Adams Motorsports has it all, and our inventory is vast. Get out there, ride the streets and trails, and let Adams Motorsports make your pleasure our business. With family customer service and service after the sale. It's time to ride, so come see us on Eastern Boulevard, Montgomery, or online at adamsmotorsports.com.
Inspired by the bold bison, Southern Union students blaze new trails every single day. They press forward knowing their SU education will lead them to success. Affordable, accessible, and locally unparalleled. Whether you're transitioning to a university or launching straight into a lucrative career, a degree from SU SEC can help you blaze your path. 3 locations, dedicated faculty and staff, endless possibilities. It's all waiting for you at Southern Union. It's time to venture forward. Register today.
Lee Apparel is your go-to vendor for screen printed and embroidered apparel and promotional products. We print and embroider free custom-made graphics or outsourced designs on everything from t-shirts, headwear, corporate wear, team sportswear, high-end safety apparel, and promotional products. At Lee Apparel, you can always expect quick turnaround time, competitive pricing, friendly customer service, and free in-hands delivery on all orders. Visit us at leeapparel.com to get started.
There's only one clear choice in the Lake Martin area for plumbing, heating, and air. That's All Clear Plumbing and Air. Our professionally trained technicians offer full service repair and installation on all major brands. From drips to water heaters, thermostats to entire air conditioning and heating systems, and everything in between. Our fast, reliable, and guaranteed top-notch customer service will keep you informed and up to speed through the entire process. Call us today or look for us on Facebook and Instagram at All Clear Plumbing and Air, 256-496-2056. License number 19172.
Welcome back, everyone, to Sports Blitz Live. Andy and JJ here with you. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us tonight. Great phone call. Appreciate it. The masses have spoken. If you lose the Iron Bowl, you're out. Get out.
Look,
DeVore.
Our caller there, and I never called his name, but he will not be the only person that feels that way if Alabama loses the Iron Bowl.
And I get it. And I get it completely. And it goes both ways, no doubt whatsoever. You're 100%. You're 100% right there. Let's talk a little basketball.
Okay.
Alabama having a great year. They look really good to go up to New York, take care of St. John's, come home and lose. Or they at home? They were at home.
Yeah.
Purdue now the number 1 team in the country. I think they were number 2 at the time.
Purdue was number 2 at the time. And I think the disappointing thing in that, it's not that you lost a game to the number 1 or number 2 team. It's that you got out-rebounded by 24 on your home floor. And Nate Oates said it in the press conference after the game. And with all due respect to Purdue's point guard, who I think is like 5'11 or 6 feet. But the way Oates said it was, their 5'10 point guard had 7 rebounds. Our entire front court had 6.
That's about want to.
Basically, just said, and he said it. If our front court doesn't get tougher down low on the boards, we're not going to be very good. And he's right.
Seemed like he says this like every year. If we don't get better at defensive end, or if we don't get better
defensive rebounding, it's it's the most effort things in basketball.
Yeah, why are his teams always lacking that at the beginning?
Know.
What is it? I mean, is it the type of player? Is it the way he coaches? Is it I guess there's something. It's like football. There's something to be sacrificed when you go so fast and your offense is so good. A lot of times it hurts the defense.
Josh Heupel's that way. I mean, Josh Heupel's going to go fast.
Yeah.
And it's going to hurt his defense. And you're going to wind up playing really close games with teams like Mississippi State that you shouldn't because your defense is too gassed and can't stop anybody.
Yeah.
But maybe that's it. Maybe they don't work on defensive rebounding in the early, in the offseason workout the way they should. I don't know. But it's been a problem pretty much seems like every year. At least since Herb Jones left the program.
Yeah.
And it's something that they're going to have to get fixed. And if it's purely a thing of effort, I mean, you should be handling that 3 weeks ago, So, and I'm not complaining about Nate Oates because Lord knows he's taken Alabama basketball to places it's never been. So I'm not, don't call me back, last caller, and tell me we got to fire him too. So,
yeah, right.
So I'm not complaining about Nate Oates in general, but you're right. This is a pattern.
True. Who's Alabama got coming up? You said they got
Illinois tomorrow night. They go to Champaign to take on the number 8 Fighting Illini.
Right. That should be.
And then after that, they get Gonzaga. So,
how is Gonzaga this year? They're about the same
top
as
20, top 25.
Okay.
I think they're somewhere around 20.
So that. My goodness, and that's after they get back from Vegas or before?
Oh, I don't know. I don't
okay, because
good.
I think the Vegas one is coming up like next weekend, maybe.
I could give
Something
it to you
like
shortly. That? I know I did not realize that they were in Vegas at the same time as Auburn. So.
I think that's correct. You can tell me 100%, but
all right, they have Illinois.
Yeah.
At Illinois. Monday the 24th, they have Gonzaga at home.
Wow.
Tuesday the 25th, they're on the road at UNLV. And then Wednesday, December 3rd, at home against Clemson.
Okay, so maybe they're not in that same tournament.
Does not look that way.
As Auburn. Okay. So
then they get UTSA, Arizona, South Florida, Kennesaw State, Yale, Western Kentucky, and then the conference season starts.
It's crazy. Auburn's going to play Purdue a little bit later, and they're going to play Arizona as well. So
yeah.
They're playing a lot of the same teams. So at least they'll know.
Auburn's upcoming. We mentioned Jackson State tomorrow night, and then it's Oregon, Michigan.
That's in Las Vegas.
That's in Las Vegas, 24th and 25th.
And then they'll play an unnamed team, or yet to be determined.
And then Wednesday, December 3rd, it's NC State, and then at Arizona. Both teams will play Arizona. Interesting. Yeah. Chattanooga, and then, as you mentioned, going on the road to Purdue. Mm-hmm. And then Queens, North Carolina. Okay. And then the conference season starts.
Yeah. Going to be a lot of challenge in there. I'll be honest with you, the first game we had to go to overtime to beat Bethune-Cookman at home. You thought, and then I thought, well, hey, maybe Bethune-Cookman's really good.
Yeah.
And then they go lose by 40 to Miami.
Right.
I thought, maybe they're not
maybe
that good.
They're not really good.
So, that's got to be mentioned. I got to say that I started out thinking maybe the Stephen Pearl thing was but it's going to take a little bit. I give him the benefit of the doubt.
As I always say, Andy, and I say this at the beginning of every basketball season, we down here in Alabama are not used to this basketball thing.
This is true.
We're football people. And we grew up.
We overreact to one win or loss.
We grew up in the belief that one loss is too many.
That's true.
If you don't go undefeated, the season is over. And 2 losses, we're ready to fire the coach. So, but basketball's different.
Yeah.
Basketball's about runs and momentum and, and all of this stuff. So, you're going to play 32 basketball games. If you win 21 of them, you've had a good season.
Yeah. Well, Houston was the number 1 team in the country. I don't know if they'll stay the number 1 team. They may fall a ways, but
Well, they're number 2 now.
I think they fell to number 2. Purdue went to number 1. But I think they're a really good team. So that was a good measuring stick, and I like to see that. It was in Birmingham. They had to come this way. Auburn went to Houston last year and won. But that told me, hey, okay, I feel a lot better about moving forward this season. Yeah, it's a totally new team. It's going to take a while for them to get used to playing with one another and to really kind of figure things out. There's going to be some bumps in the road when you have a coaching transition. I don't care if you're going from one pearl to another. So I feel much better about the season moving forward. That this team can play with the best in the country. They can compete in the SEC, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, it's I think the top 6 in the SEC are going to be really, really, really good.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's going to be tough.
Arkansas, you figure Arkansas, Florida, Kentucky, Auburn, Alabama. Who am I missing?
You can throw anybody.
Did I say Florida?
Yeah.
Yeah. But you figure there's somebody out there I'm not including that's going to be
Mississippi State's usually not bad. They've been pretty good here lately.
I think you've got 5 teams between Florida, Arkansas, Kentucky, Auburn, Alabama who have a good chance to be elite.
Yeah, I would agree. All right, we'll go ahead and take another break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
This spring and summer, make your land, farming, lawn, and landscaping needs have zero risk.
'25 RVs are here. Be the first to see the latest and greatest from your favorite manufacturers and lock in special show pricing at your local Camping World.
L&M Pawn and Gun, located in the USA Factory Stores in Opelika, is East Alabama and West Georgia's complete gun, tactical, and pawn shop. It invites the region to shop over 500 firearms in stock, on the floor, and ready for sale at the market's best values. At L&M Pawn and Gun, we specialize in all tactical guns, equipment, and parts, including AK-47 and AR-15s. Specialized parts for tactical guns as well as suppressors and other parts you can't find anywhere. L&M Pawn and Gun has it all in the USA Factory Stores in Opelika, or shop online, lmpawnandgun.com. This spring and summer, make your land, farming, lawn, and landscaping needs have zero risk and 100% success with Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor. With 0% financing on all our Mahindra tractors, many with up to 84-month terms. Our inventory of Mahindra tractors and farm implements is beefed up, and more are coming in daily. We also have extended 0% terms on Spartan mowers to handle your mowing needs with the best and zero-turn mowers priced to move. At Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor, your authorized Mahindra and Spartan dealer.
Alex City and west side of the lake. It's time to celebrate because the all-new Lake Martin Pizza is open with the area's best pizza, and it's just down Highway 63 South in our town. Lake Martin Pizza of Highway 63 has a huge outdoor seating area with enclosed heated comfort, a full bar with cold beer, wine, and full spirit selection with family ownership and fun for the whole family. Dine in or pick up. It's just a short drive to our town and is hands down the area's best pizza. Like us on Facebook to see upcoming live entertainment and watch sports on our 360 wraparound TVs. Rejoice! Lake Martin Pizza on Highway 63 is ready for you.
I'm Joseph Dean with Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation in Dadeville. We're located at 16797 Highway 280, which is on the corner of 280 and 49 North. With an on-site crematory in Opelika and a cemetery in Tallapoosa County, we are a full-service funeral home. To get in touch with us, feel free to come by or call us, 256-750-0381. And for any other questions, you can visit the website at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
Heritage South Credit Union in Alexander City is your community credit union, and they have been for over 80 years. Heritage South Credit Union proudly serves Tallapoosa, Coosa, Lee, Chambers, Randolph, and Chilton counties. From checking to business accounts, to share savings to club accounts, to their kids club and investments. Visit them online at myhscu.com. Heritage South Credit Union, your community credit union for 80 years. Federally insured by NCUA.
Welcome back, everyone, to Sports Blitz Live. Andy and JJ here with you. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us tonight. Only about 30 more minutes left in tonight's show. JJ, let's peer into the future and look at some games going on this weekend. Always like to make some predictions. Get your thoughts on this. Let's start out with a classic.
Okay.
A classic, JJ.
A classic.
Harvard at Yale.
Oh, God.
Harvard is 9-0, the Crimson, 6-0 in the Ivy.
Okay.
Yale 7-2, 5-1 in the Ivy. This could be for it all.
Where are they playing it?
This is at Yale Stadium.
Give me the Bulldogs.
The Bulldogs.
Give me the Bulldogs.
11 o'clock on the U for all of you out there. I watch this game every year. I love it. I don't know why, but all these people hate me. These elitists, I'm sure. But I love the game. It's like a throwback. You're watching something from yesteryear. I don't know what it is.
You should go to one of those games.
I want to go to one of those games.
Darn cold. Man.
It would probably
You're
be.
going to be in Boston or in Hartford.
This
right?
is in Connecticut.
Both cold.
Up in Connecticut.
Yeah.
I always pull for the Yaleys. I don't know why.
Okay.
I guess they kind of represent the Auburn.
Harvard is the Crimson.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine you pulling for anybody named the Crimson.
This is probably true.
Yeah. Okay.
That may be what it is. All right, Duke is a 6.5-point favorite at North Carolina. It's rivalry week.
I think North Carolina can keep this one interesting.
Fighting for bowl eligibility here.
Yeah, I think North Carolina can keep this one interesting.
Yeah.
I really do.
Okay. Who you like?
Yeah, 6.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me Carolina in the points.
Okay. How about another classic, Cal Stanford? The band is still on the field,
The band
JJ.
is on the field.
Cal,
give me their records now.
Cal is 6-4. They had a 3.5-point favorite on the road at Stanford, who is 3-7. One of those wins, by the way, against Florida State.
Yeah.
They're a 6. This is at 6:30 on the all net.
By the way, Florida State's got to move on Norvell, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But just the fact, I'm going to say this. There's something so wrong with what I'm about to say. I can't even begin. It makes the hair on my neck stand up.
Okay.
Cal at Stanford on the ACC network.
Whew.
Well, I mean, that's so wrong.
It is great news for the 9 subscribers to the ACC network.
Yeah, really. Or punishment, one of the other.
Look, when the ACC does eventually crack up, and I think it's coming at some point.
Yeah.
We won't have to worry about that anymore.
I guess not.
No.
Cal Stanford on the ACC network. Who you like? Nobody cares.
You know what?
I like the trombone player.
Give me the Bears.
Okay.
The old poem ends with Tyrell on trombone, right?
Yeah.
So there was a poem about it.
Was there really?
Yeah, about that.
Okay. Number 22, Pittsburgh, 7-3, is on the road at number 16, Georgia Tech. 9-1. Georgia Tech been living on the prayer here. They are a 2.5-point favorite.
They have not been playing good football. I'm not sure why. I don't know if the pressure of being where they are is getting to them a little bit. But you know what? I like Brent Key, and I think you'll have him ready to go. To Bobby Dodd, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So 2.5-point favorite. Yeah, I think I'll take the Yellow Jackets.
We got Louisville at SMU. Louisville 7-3, SMU 7-3. Louisville ranked, but kind of leaking a little oil here. SMU is a 2.5-point favorite at home.
Louisville, correct me if I'm wrong, on a 2-game losing streak?
I think that is correct.
Okay. I think the streak continues when you start losing. Sometimes it's hard to break out of that cycle.
True.
Yeah.
You like the Mustangs.
Like the Stangs, yeah.
All right, USC is at Oregon. USC 8-2, but they are 6-1 in the Big Ten. And again, that's wrong for me to say. And they play Oregon, who is also in the Big Ten. 9-1, 6-1. The Ducks are a 10.5-point favorite.
I like the Ducks to win, but I think I like USC to keep it within the points.
Okay.
I do like the Ducks to win. Now, I think USC's capable of winning this game. I just don't think they're going to. And I don't think Oregon is as good as they've been the last couple of years. I think Dante Moore, the quarterback, is really good. I think he needs another year. I don't think he should come out this year. He should probably wait another year. But yeah, I'll take Oregon. But I'll give me the points on the other side.
Lincoln Riley is the head coach at USC in 2026. Agree or disagree?
I'm going to agree. I do think if he got an NFL offer,
okay,
let's play a game where Sark takes an NFL job. I think Lincoln Riley would be interested in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you leave USC. You're not going to leave USC to go to Arkansas. Okay, let's just put it that way.
Would he go to LSU or Florida? Would he be a fit there?
I don't. I mean, look, what's crazy about it is that LSU's out there. I've heard someone go like, "Oh yeah, I'd love to have Lincoln Riley." Would you? Would you really like to give up 40 points a game? Because that's where you're headed. You hire Lincoln Riley, you're giving up 40 points a game. You really?
What if Auburn hires Lincoln Riley and keeps DJ Durkin?
It's not going to matter. Lincoln Riley's still going to be the head coach. Okay. You're still going to give up 40 points. Yeah, I mean, dig up Vince Lombardi, put him over there. It's not going to matter. Lincoln Riley is not going to have a defense no matter where he goes.
Okay. Yeah, I tend to agree. Let's see. Arkansas is at Texas. Arkansas 0-6 in the league.
Wait, is that right? Arkansas is at Texas this week?
Yeah. 8.5. Texas 8.5.
They should cover that. They really should.
You should. I mean, Arkansas's obviously quit.
It's kind of a get right.
Well, now that Bobby Petrino's out of the defensive meetings.
Yeah. So, yeah, apparently Chris Wilson will have the defense all to himself now. But yeah, not that it's going to matter. Like, you still got terrible players on that side of the ball.
This is true. All right, we'll go ahead and take a break. We'll come back and run down the rest of these when we come back right after this.
Thunderbolt Lightfoot at Oscar's Cafe on Highway 49 South in Dadeville, Alabama is looking to see you today. Now, let me tell you, they got great food. They've always had great food all these years. Now, they still got that atmosphere. They still got that service. They still cater. Let me stop right there. 15 to 415 they can handle. So give them a call today at Oscar's, Highway 49 South in Dadeville. 256-825-4827.
Hillary Towers may very well be the Lake Martin area's best-kept secret. An affordable senior citizens community located on Highway 22 East in Alexander City. Spacious one-bedroom units are currently available. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today for more information on the newly renovated Hillary Towers, 256-329-0552. 256-329-0552. Hillary Towers, 22 East, Alexander City.
2025 RVs are here. Be the first to see the latest and greatest from your favorite manufacturers and lock in special show pricing at your local Camping World.
At C&T Electric, our clients are our priority. For the safety and security of your family and home, our technicians are professionally trained, drug tested, background checked, and wear uniforms with name tags. We're proud to have served the Elk City, Dadeville, and Lake Martin areas for the past 10 years. Give us a call at 256-234-0007 for all your electrical service and repair needs, or visit us on the web at www.cntelectricllc.com and spell out the word "and."
Inspired by the bold bison, Southern Union students blaze new trails every single day. They press forward knowing their SU education will lead them to success. Affordable, accessible, and locally unparalleled. Whether you're transitioning to a university or launching straight into a lucrative career, a degree from SU SCC can help you blaze your path. 3 locations, dedicated faculty and staff, endless possibilities. It's all waiting for you at Southern Union. It's time to venture forward. Register today.
When you need an automotive hero, you got to call S&S Discount Tire Pros. With locations in Alexander City and Dadeville, we are here to serve you today. From quick services like oil changes and tire rotations to in-depth automotive repairs such as suspensions, brakes, and tune-ups, S&S can take care of all your tire needs. You just have to focus on what's important and love the drive. Call S&S Discount Tire Pros today. We are automotive heroes, and we are here to serve you.
2025 RVs are here. Be the first to see the latest and greatest from your favorite manufacturers and lock in special show pricing at your local Camping World.
Welcome back, everyone, to Sports Blitz Live. Andy and JJ here with you. Only a couple more segments left in tonight's show. We are looking at this weekend's upcoming games. Kentucky is at Vanderbilt. Any chance? Kentucky been playing better as of late. Any chance Vanderbilt kind of overlooks this team? They're a 9.5-point favorite.
I don't think Vanderbilt's going to overlook anybody. I do think Vanderbilt understands that they are have an outside shot, but still a shot.
8-2
to get in there, and so no, I don't think Vanderbilt will overlook them. The only thing that's interesting to me is that Kentucky's quarterback that we all kind of made fun of when he first kind of started playing, and now he's really sort of playing pretty good football.
Yeah.
But I think Pavia. To
find a way.
It's a win for Vandy, and I'll take them to cover the points.
Missouri 7-3, still playing well. 8-3 now, or no, 7-3. That's right. At number 11 Oklahoma. Does Oklahoma huge win coming back home? Due for a letdown. Watch out.
I saw Brent Venables' press conference yesterday.
Sooners 7.5.
I saw Brent Venables' press conference yesterday, or part of it. And a reporter asked him, they said, obviously you can't simulate the pressure and the feeling that, when you're going on the road, a place like Alabama. And he stopped him. He said, wait a minute. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. He goes, that's up to the coaches. He goes, coaches need to be coaching every practice like it's Game 7 of the World Series, right? Game 7 mentality. Third down, fourth down period, it better be the most important third and fourth down period you've ever done in your life. That's how you create pressure in practice. And so give him credit for that. And I think if they can do that this week, that's always the key, right? It's like, don't want to have a letdown. Just had a huge road win. Are you feeling good about yourself? And, hey man, watch me try these one-handed catches in practice today, and stuff like that.
Right.
And then you turn around and get beat. And Missouri's capable of winning that game.
Yeah.
But I think Venables will be able to get their attention, keep them focused. I think Oklahoma will win. What'd you say the line was?
9.5.
I think it'll be a little
No,
closer.
7.5. 7.5.
Yeah. I still think it might be 6 or 7. So
okay.
Mizzou
Take
the
points. Go. Okay. That's at 11 o'clock on the ABC network. Number 23, Tennessee. This used to be a great game.
Tennessee, Florida.
Tennessee at Florida. The Volunteers 3.5. I mean, still, it should be a pretty good game this year.
It should. I mean, last week I thought Florida, acquitted themselves pretty well against a good Ole Miss team, at least for a while in that game. So they don't have to worry about giving up rushing yards because Tennessee ain't going to give you a whole lot of that. But I don't know. I am not a huge Josh Heupel fan. I don't like his system of offense. I don't like the way he runs. It's kind of the same thing to me as Lincoln Riley. Like, I don't find you have it. I don't want it.
Right.
But I think Tennessee's better, and they should win the game by probably 10 points.
Should. Alabama and Eastern Illinois, how bad does it get?
As bad as they want it to be.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of what they want to work on, right? My guess is they're going to work a lot on the running game.
Mm-hmm.
I think you'll see a lot of that, and then they'll try to get some young guys in there and get them some playing time.
Auburn and Mercer. Mercer 9-1, throws the ball all over the place. Big
I've
time
heard that.
offense.
Hey, you still should look. Just roster comparison, you should beat Mercer by 30 points.
You should.
That being said, you know,
Unknown quarterback.
if you are way too focused on next weekend and not thinking enough about this weekend, then you wind up like the South Alabama game earlier in the year.
Could be trouble.
Instead of what you should do. So I don't think there's any chance Auburn loses the game, but I do think there's a chance it could be closer than you want it to be.
Yeah. This one, 1 o'clock. Not on regular. This is just streaming.
Yeah. Rightfully so.
Rightfully so. All right, JJ, let's have a little fun here. These are high level. What is a class I took in college? This is high level ethics here.
Ethics. Okay. All
right. Would you rather, JJ, share your dessert with everyone or eat it all by yourself and feel guilty?
I hate feeling guilty. I'd rather share it with everyone.
I'm eating it all by myself.
I just don't like that guilty feeling. Man.
Yeah. Would you rather? JJ.
If you had left out the feel guilty part.
Okay.
If you told me I could eat it all by myself and feel just fine.
Okay, I see. Well, see, that's a matter of lack of conscience.
Yeah.
Would you rather steal a parking spot from someone or park farther away and be late? Tell the truth, Snaggletooth.
Right. Explain steal a parking spot. I see that they're headed for it, but I beat them to it.
Correct.
I don't think that's stealing. I just got there first. I'm gonna take the parking spot.
I hear you. That's a good way.
That parking space does not have your name on it.
This is true.
I got here first. It's my space.
There you go. Would you rather let someone cut in line or hold your ground and risk confrontation?
All right. So I'm going to tell you a little secret about myself, Andy.
Yes, sir.
It's a story my dad told me years and years ago.
Okay.
When I was a baby, and I'm talking 2-3 years old, and first started being around other children, right, in the daycare setting, right?
Right.
My dad actually had to punish me and get on to me because I would give away all of my toys. Like if another kid wanted to play with something, I just gave it to him. And so at the end of the day, I'd have no toys left, and my dad's like, I'm buying these toys. I had to punish
Oh, you literally give them away.
I would literally just give them away.
Not let them play with them, but give them away.
Just have it, man.
Wow.
If you like it, I want you to have it. And that's it. I'm a Pisces.
Generous man to a fault.
I'm a Pisces, and it kind of goes along with the thing. I'm a very caring person.
Okay.
So yeah, that should tell you where my answer goes.
You're letting them cut in line. I hear you.
I let people cut in line all the time. Now, if I'm holding like a bag of charcoal, 2 bags of ice, and a case of beer, then I'm probably not. But if I'm just normal, yeah, go ahead.
I hear you. Caring person here.
Yeah. I'm a nice guy.
Right. Would you rather, JJ, secretly re-gift a present you don't like or keep it and never use it?
Secretly re-gift it.
You got,
Definitely. Because I got too much.
You want to make somebody else happy.
See, this is where me and my wife have disagreements. She doesn't watch sports shows, so I'm in the clear on this.
Okay.
But we have a story.
This is a sports show?
We have 2 storage units that we pay for and a shed in the backyard full of crap.
Right.
There's stuff because she doesn't want to get rid of anything. Like, it took me 10 years to get her to get rid of, like, our 2 boys are now 24 and 26. And they had these little toys. They're shaped like gears, and you put them together, and they go like that. She's like, well, we're going to have grandchildren one day. I'm like, well, buy them new toys. I don't want to lug this stuff around with me for 10 years. Right?
Yeah.
It's just taking up space. So, no, re-gift it, get it out of there, make more space for the stuff I care about.
All right, one more, and then we'll take a break. Would you rather pretend to like a meal someone cooked for you or tell them it wasn't your favorite?
I pretend it was good.
You eat it, say thank you, it was wonderful.
My wife sometimes.
Absolutely.
Again, I go back to the wife reference because she cooks a lot.
Yeah.
And she's very fun. It's because she always asks, like, well, what do you think? I'm like, oh, I think it's really good, Ben. If I say anything, it might be, could have used a little more salt. Yeah, I might say something like that. Especially if she says it first. She's like, well, I felt like it needed more salt. Yeah, you're probably right.
Probably right.
But she tells me all the time, she's like, I don't know why I ask you because you're never going to tell me if you don't like it. I'm like, you're right. I'm never going to tell you if I don't like it.
Like a good husband should.
That's right.
All right, we got to take a break, but don't go anywhere. One final segment.
No, baby, your butt didn't knock that lamp off the table.
On the way right after this.
If you're tired of the same old, and you're hungry for something really good, then it's time to go to JR's Sports Bar and Grill. JR's has the best fingers and wings around, and their menu is loaded with appetizers, burgers, salads, and so much more. Follow JR's on their Facebook to keep up with their live music events and drink specials. And if after a long day you just want to stay in, remember JR's delivers. Call in your order at 256-329-2328. JR Sports Bar and Grill, 145 Alabama Street in Alexander City.
The all-new Winter Timber is now open. Located right next to the Walmart Market across from the Auburn Mall. If the outdoors is your lifestyle, Winter Timber is your new headquarters. From rifles, ammo, and hunting supplies, camo, and all the outdoor essentials, they've got it in stock and ready for you. Winter Timber is here to serve Auburn, Opelika, and the entire Lake Martin area. And they'll make the drive worth it. For the best selection and the best service in outdoor gear, one name says it all. Winter Timber, the best in outdoor needs.
Russell Medical Total Fitness is ready. Are you? Do you have arthritis? They can help. Pilates are for everyone. Ask them about the Silver Sneakers program. Get moving in a class now, or if you prefer, personal training on land and water are available. They have invested in new equipment for you. Invest in yourself with a dedicated and knowledgeable staff. Call today, 256-329-7623.
Satterfield Outdoor Living is Lake Martin's trusted friend for your outdoor land and leisure needs. We're the region's authorized Skag mower dealer for residential and commercial lawns and offer all the small engine accessories you need with top lines of Steel, Echo, Shindaiwa, Husqvarna, and Metabo products that can tame any landscape. Satterfield is also your grill headquarters with Big Green Egg Grill, and our pros service everything in-house and back up all sales. Get the Satterfield Outdoor difference on Highway 280 right across from Tallapoosa Ford.
Main Street Family Urgent Care.
Main Street Family Care offers a wide array of services that allows them to treat many conditions, and they also offer primary care. In addition to these services, they also offer DOT physical exams, lab testing, sports physicals, and vaccines. They accept most major insurance plans, including Medicaid. Main Street Family Care open 7 days a week.
Main Street Family Urgent Care. Heal better, feel better fast.
Zaxby's birthday cake milkshakes are back. Just in time for Zaxby's 35th birthday, so they're gifting you half-off handcrafted milkshakes. Happy birthday to us all. Zaxby's handcrafted milkshakes. Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's. Sign Source is your local vendor for commercial and residential sign manufacturing and installation. We offer all kinds of lighted and non-lighted signage, from retail signs, LED message centers, event banners, vehicle wraps, the whole spectrum. We also offer service and repair on existing signs, as well as retrofitting to LED or installation of outsourced signage. We have the knowledge necessary to fulfill all of your signage needs in the short or long term. Visit signsourcenow.com to get started.
Welcome back, everyone, to the final segment of Sports Blitz Live. We are testing JJ's ethics here.
How am I doing so far?
You're making an A+ so far, I got to admit.
Good.
Would you, and now it gets tough, though. Here we go, down the stretch. These are the one that count. All right, would you rather tell someone their zipper is down or let them find out on their own?
Probably going to let them find out on their own. It's not ethical, but it's funny as hell. And that you know, like after they walk away, I'm going to go, hey, Andy, just the zipper was down.
Yeah. That is
I think you're allowed. I think you can be ethical and still have fun in life.
Yeah, it depends on the age of the person. If it's someone around your age, it's easier to tell them.
Oh.
But if it's somebody older, I just like,
No,
I
think to me, if they're around my age, all right, for example, Luke Robinson.
Yeah.
If Luke's walking around with this fly down, I ain't telling him.
Right.
You know, I'm just going to giggle about it when he walks away.
There you go.
Luke, if you're watching. So,
Makes sense.
Like if it's a kid or something, right? A teenager or something, I'm going to go, hey man, your fly's down.
Barn doors open. Yeah. Would you rather fake being sick to skip a boring event, or go and hope it's more fun than you thought?
Whew. What is a boring event?
Ballet?
Honestly, I think I'd rather just fake being sick. Give me the blue flu, man.
I like that one myself. All right, finally.
A boring event, you mean like the Harvard-Yale football game?
Yeah, maybe so. Yeah. Maybe so. Would you rather ignore a call from a family member during dinner or answer it and be distracted?
Depends on the family member. I'm removing the wife from this.
Okay.
If the wife calls, I answer.
Always.
Always.
Okay.
Unless I just don't hear it ringing or, whatever. But during dinner, I think I'm just going to let it ring and,
Depends on the meal.
Call them back in 5 minutes,
If they got a big steak here.
If it's one of those meals I'm pretending to like.
Yeah.
Like we
Maybe
talked about
take
earlier.
The call.
Then you take the call.
Maybe that makes sense. Yeah. All right. That's pretty much going to wrap it up for us here.
We haven't talked about the Lane train. What's
what
your
about
thoughts? We got a few minutes, right?
About what?
We had like 3 minutes, 2
Oh,
minutes.
well, we got maybe a minute or two. We run a lot of commercials here, too.
All right, so Lane Kiffin's family was in Baton Rouge yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Gainesville on Sunday.
Supposedly.
No, they have video of them in Baton Rouge. That was real.
Okay.
And the Gainesville thing came out before that on Sunday.
Okay.
I got to believe that was real, too. So, and now rumor is, because we talked about this earlier, that Ole Miss is going to put an ultimatum on him and say, we got to know by the Egg Bowl if you're staying or leaving. And if you're leaving, we're not going to allow you to coach the team.
Right.
The Egg Bowl or the playoffs.
And he says that's not true.
He says that's not true. What do you think? All right, you're athletic director, Andy.
Right.
And you come in and you put Lane Kiffin on the spot. And he says, look, I know they're interested, and I know they've been reaching out to my agent and all this stuff. I honestly don't know because I've been so focused on this season. But I want to finish this season regardless of whatever decision I make after. So I can't give you an answer right now. And you say?
Well, considering what he's done for me, I'm going to say, Lane, you do whatever you want to do.
Here's my thought, and this is where I think Ole Miss is a little out over their skis.
That's what yeah.
Because even if, let him coach the Egg Bowl, he wins the Egg Bowl, he goes 11-1. Let's say he doesn't make it to Atlanta, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You're still going to be hosting a home game in the playoff if you're not one of the top four, depending on what happens ahead of you. So at the very worst, you're going to be hosting a home game in the playoffs. And I'm not going to say they have no chance of advancing in the playoffs without Lane Kiffin, but certainly less chance of advancing without Lane Kiffin.
I would say, yeah.
And I realize that if Lane is going to Florida or LSU, one of those two teams is going to move on and hire somebody else, and the other one's not going to hire anybody, so everybody's going to know where he's going. And it's going to be like a 24-hour commercial for one of your rivals.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you've got a chance to maybe play for a national championship. And you're Ole Miss. This may never happen again. It really may not. I think Ole Miss has kind of put themselves in this position where, hey, we're one of the blue bloods now. We'll just go get another coach and we'll be right back. No. This is perfect storm
You've struck
time.
gold, yeah.
I mean, you take the head coach away from a group of players that have fought their butt off to get to this point. I don't know. If I were Ole Miss, I'd let it play out. And you know what? If I got to go with a year, with what's the defensive coordinator's name?
Of where?
Pete Golding.
Oh.
If I got to hire Pete Golding for a year or two while I reset and get my feet back under me and give him a chance, and if he doesn't do it, I'll hire somebody else. I mean, who else on that staff?
Yeah, I'd love to see Pete Golding.
If you promote from within, who else on that staff are you going to hire?
I didn't even know who the OC is.
The OC is Charlie Weiss Jr.
There you go.
Who, according to Greg McElroy, calls the vast majority of the plays.
He's got Weiss in his name.
Yeah.
So,
but Charlie Weiss Jr. is the OC. Pete Golding's the DC. Joe Judge is on that staff. So
With that, we absolutely must go.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us here tonight on Sports Blitz Live. Be sure to join us next Tuesday as well. He's JJ. I'm Andy. So long for now, everybody. We'll talk again soon.
Ivy Creek Healthcare is excited to showcase their newest clinic, Ivy Creek Family Care of Lake Martin, located conveniently near the main entrance to Stillwater's on Highway 49 South in Dadeville. Ivy Creek Family Care of Lake Martin is an urgent care with walk-ins welcome. Whether you need lab work, x-rays, or immediate care, find comfort here at Ivy Creek Family Care of Lake Martin. Ivy Creek, here when you need us most. 256-827-5379.